Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to jump on here at Healthy Thoughts Wellness Center and go over a few different types of breathing for children. So yesterday I did A, B, C, D, and E. And so today I'm going to do 5 more from the alphabet. Okay, and again, this goes from a book that is called Alpha Breaths, and it's really cute. I can leave the link below. And it was partially written by Christopher Willard, which is a person that I just went through a 19-hour course certification of meditation for children. So I hope that this helps you, and I hope that this is something that you can use with your kids at home. All right, so as usual, I see some glare on my glasses, so I'm going to take these off, and let's go ahead and go. So just as a review, so yesterday, I was going to say last week because I usually only do these once a week. So yesterday we had A, and that was the alligator breath, and then we had B, and that was a butterfly breath, fluttering back closed. And then we had C, which was the smell the cake and then blow out the candles, the cake breath. And let's see, A, B, C, D. D was the dolphin breath, and then we're diving into the ocean. And then E was the elevator breath, which is really good to try to control breath and increase their lung capacity over time. All right, so today we're going to go on, and let's start with the first one, which is going to be F, and that's going to be a flower breath. So the flower breath for the kids, we are going to tell them to pretend that they have a flower, and they're going to smell the flower. So they're going to on the in breath, they're smelling the flower. It smells so good. And on the out breath, we're going to have them imagine that they have a dandelion. And so they're going to blow that, and it's going to woo, and it's going to go kind of flying away, all the little pieces. Okay, so we're going to breathe in like we're breathing in a really pretty nice smelling flower, breathing in, and then we're going to blow out the dandelion. Again, we're going to breathe in and smell the rose. And then we're going to have fun and blow out the dandelion. And one more time, you're breathing in a really good smelling flower, enjoying that, and now you're going to blow out the dandelion. So that is the flower breath. Okay, so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, and now we're going to do G, which is a gratitude breath. And gratitude is definitely something that we do teach children and adults in mindfulness as part of mindfulness, I think an important part. And so in the gratitude breath, I am asking the children to, as they breathe in, they're going to have a big smile on their face. And I want them to think of someone that they are grateful for, right? Someone that they get along, or someone that is always just accepting or loving to them. Maybe it's someone that always has a smile on their face when they are greeted. So it could be maybe your grandma that makes these great, snickerdoodle cookies, or it could be a neighbor that always tells you hello. It could be a best friend or a cousin, or maybe even a teacher or a mom and a dad that they always get complimented on. So again, they're going to breathe in, smiling, thinking about that person. And we're going to blow out, wishing them goodwill. Right? It's almost like sending them a kiss, sending them a message of goodwill, sending them an intention of having a good day, but it's learning gratitude for what you have and also thankfulness for other people. Okay, so let's do that 2 more times. We're breathing in, smiling big, and thinking of someone today that you are grateful for. And we're going to breathe out, sending them goodwill. And one more time, we're breathing in, smiling, thinking of someone you are grateful for. And we're breathing out, sending them goodwill. And that is gratitude. Okay, so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G for gratitude, and H is the next one, and it is hugging. And so now when Pete and I did some classes, we used to do a group over at Eden Supported Living. And one thing that we taught them was different acupressure points that are on your hands. And we were telling them that acupressure, you can get to most of those points on your hands and at the soles of your feet. And one good thing to do is to do like this, and really hard, or you can do this really hard. And because you are accessing so many pressure points, they say that that is like giving yourself a hug. So some of those people were alone in their apartment, and we talked to them about if you're getting sad, if you're getting lonely, be gracious to yourself, right? Care about yourself and self-soothe yourself by doing this or doing this, right? Doing this, right? Squeezing your hands. It might also be why if you are a person that prays and you're praying about somebody and you're praying really hard, right? That you're also physically feeling better because you're pushing all those pressure points. All right. So this time for the H though, for the breath, we're going to actually do this, and we're going to give yourself a hug. And again, studies show that when we get physical hugs like this, it does produce good hormones. Again, feel good, cuddle, love hormones, right? Good serotonin, dopamine, things like that. And so when you give someone a physical hug, it's really helpful. So if you don't have anyone to hug you, it's okay to hug yourself. So that's what we're teaching the children with a hug. You're going to hug yourself on the breathe in, and then you're going to release it. And just feel how you feel relaxed from that pressure of holding, and then release. So we're going to do that a second time. You're breathing in and you're giving yourself a big tight bear hug, and you're breathing out on the release, relaxing, noticing how that felt. And again, we're going to breathe in, giving yourself a great big hug today, and release and relax and feel what that feels like. And that's good for kids too. A lot of mindfulness is we're wanting them, as like Deepak Chopra would say. If you ever listen to him, you can listen to him on the free thing, Spotify. And he would say, you're feeling yourself from the inside out. And that's something important for us to know about our own body. Have that awareness. Okay. So that is H. And now we're going to go on to I. And so I is going to be ice. And so either the children can sit with their, Indian style, on the floor or even in a chair, or they're just going to put their hands like this, right? Like, so we're making a triangle, okay? Like we're an iceberg, okay? And so this one is stillness. So you're teaching the kids to be really super still. You're the iceberg, and you're really still. And the only thing that you're feeling is your breath. And you're just noticing, again, feeling yourself from the inside out, so to speak. We want them to notice where that breath travels. So while they're doing it, we might say, do you notice it more, the air as it comes in your nostrils? Do you notice it more that your chest is rising? Do you notice on the exhale, it almost goes in and all the way out and pushes out almost that last exhale? If you have a longer breath, it's almost like right below your belly button. It's like, that's the end of the breath. And so we're going to say, do you notice it in your belly, in your chest, right? Do you notice it when it's coming out of your mouth? Where do you notice it? Okay. So being very still, like an iceberg, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can do it with me now. Very still, very still. Here we go. Again. One more time, being very still, like ice, like an iceberg. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, very good. And so that is I for ice. And the last one we're going to do is J for join. Now, I don't have a person here, but you might have a doll, you might have a stuffed animal. If you're doing group work, then you might have a kid, or, you know, if that was uncomfortable, then you would say, hey, maybe a brother and a sister, or you would wait till you had a group like with a mom and a dad, and this is something that you could do together, because you can either sit face by face kind of looking and you're trying to follow, you're trying to do your breath together, right? Both breathing in and breathing out together. You can hold hands and do it, or you can actually sit down and have the child sit on your lap and you're hugging them like you're, you know, right here and I'm reading you a book or something, and then you are going to breathe together in and out. So you're feeling that breath in and out, both of your chest rising and falling together, or you're looking at each other and holding hands, and you're watching their chest, right, rise and fall like yours, because you're following the breath. Again, this is good because it helps to have concentration to follow someone else's breath. Okay, so we're gonna act like we're teaming up here, and I am holding your hand and you're holding my hand, and you're gonna start following my breath. Here we go. Terrific. Okay, so just to review for today, let's see, we started with F. So F was the flower breath, breathing in that beautiful rose, and then breathing out the dandelion, right? That was the flower breath. And then we had G, which was the gratitude breath. We're breathing in, smiling, because we're thinking of someone that we love and we're grateful for. And we're breathing out, extending them goodwill. And then we had the hugging breath, learning to self-soothe. We are giving ourselves a big bear hug on the in-breath, and we're releasing it and getting to know how to feel ourselves from the inside out. What does that feel like when we have pressure, and then we have release? The next one was I, and that's for ice breath. We are going to make a triangle. We are just like an iceberg, very still. Only doing enough movement to breathe. And that helps children to learn where the breath is and to follow the breath, because later in different mindfulness and longer meditation periods, their breath will be their anchor. So we need them to get to know their breath and where it is, okay? And the last one was J, join. Again, the mother can sit here, or the father, and the kid can sit, and they're feeling the rise and fall, or we're holding hands like this, like you and I, and we are following each other's breath, breathing at the same time, concentrating. Okay, terrific. So if you would like more things like that, hey, you can also go onto our website. It's www.healthythoughtswellnesscenter.com. You go to the top right, you can log in as a member. It's absolutely free. You can log in with your email, your Gmail, or your Facebook, and then we will send you one newsletter a month. Our first one is just coming up in April, and we will be giving you a free digital download every single month. So it might be a short video from myself or from Pete on a topic and of mental health, depression, anxiety tips, that sort of thing. It could be a mindfulness worksheet. We have bought tons of mindfulness worksheets from a real mindful guru, so to speak. And so we have lots of really great worksheets. I just sent one out to a new client of mine yesterday, and it was on a mindfulness worksheet on what you can do when you really feel like you're interrupted in the head and that you cannot meditate, right? You cannot calm down. What do you do? and it asks you questions and kind of helps you write some things out. It might also be some guided meditations. I have actually made a whole bundle that I'm selling on Teachable of guided mindfulness kind of scripts, and I kind of talk you through, let's breathe, let's do this. You know, the intention is getting in touch with our emotions, or how to deal with hard emotions, or all sorts of different things, how to deal with your anger, all sorts of different things. So, but you'll get one free every single month. So if you want to do that, then go ahead and log into our website. We'd be happy to send that to you. And as usual, I'm glad that you took time to watch me today, whether live or recorded. I'm thankful for it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.